From the Grant Rink at Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass., this is NEPSAC Boys Hockey on LSP. Today, it's the Lawrence Academy Spartans playing their home opener, entering play with a record of 1-1 against the Belmont Hill Hillies with a record of 1-2. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Sam Feely, ready to bring you the play-by-play story. Oh, the weather outside is frightful, and we were supposed to have a triple header of Lawrence Academy sports action today, but the ongoing snowstorm postponed the two basketball games we were going to have after this between LA and Groton. But we still have LA and Belmont Hill, two teams that were eliminated in the quarterfinals of the Stuart Corkery tournament back in March. LA was eliminated here by Phillips Exeter, not Roxbury Latin, as you may remember my epic blunder there. Lawrence Academy graduated a talented senior class, but still has plenty of talent remaining, including captains Jack Cameron and Andrew Moynihan, and assistant captains Murphy Gilo and Drew Pavaro. One player to watch out for Belmont Hill is their starting goalie Connor Hopkins, junior from Malden, Mass., was all-Keller Division first-team goalie pick last season as a sophomore, and he is committed to Yale after his 2019 season. LA, the defending Keller Division champions, and a good crowd on hand for this game between two ISL Keller Division rivals. Belmont Hill going left to right in the white jerseys with navy blue shoulders and numbers and letters, and LA going right to left in the new navy blue jerseys with red abdomen stripe and white numbers. We're underway. Chipped in deep into the LA zone where Drew Pavaro will play it. Swiped away by Jack Cameron. And now here come the Spartans, possibly with a 3-on-2. This is Sam Colangelo. Give and go, and a diving save by Connor Hopkins, showing why he is a defending first-team all-Keller Division pick with that beautiful save on the tape-to-tape pass on the first shot of the game by the Spartans. Nearly had our first goal just 24 seconds in. Face off in the right wing circle of the Belmont Hill zone, and the backside official is instructing one of the players to get out of the circle as it comes back to Belmont Hill's Michael Brown around the end boards. And the Spartans have it at the point. Big hit along the boards, and now it'll come back to Murphy Gilo of LA. Near side, it's Neil Shea. Tries to get through a couple of hits, now tries to lay one of his own, now gets the puck back, trying to wrap around, hassle a little bit. Shot goes over the crossbar on the far side. Sandwich there is Connor Sweeney against two defenders. Looking to go after the points and reverses direction back deep to Shea. Shea out to the right point. Shot is blocked. Now a shot from the top of the slot and a save by Hopkins. Robert Radokia looks to pick up the puck, but it's hit back in deep. Radokia lost sight of the puck, and now Shea has it. Goes all the way out to the right point. And Matt Connor, but it gets away from him. And now here come the Hillies on a 2-on-2. Big hit along the Lawrence Academy bench on the far side. And now back the other way come the Spartans. Outlet pass nearly intercepted. This won't be icing, as back to play is Grant Litchfield for Belmont Hill. Wrestling with James Broderick of LA, but the Hillies come away with it with Max Fields. Fields gets poked at by John Riggins. LA will try to get another possession here. Shot in front, another save by Hopkins. 3 tough saves already for the junior. Ian Grafe is between the pipes for LA, and he may have to face his first shot soon, but that goes wide left. Over to Broderick. Broderick, and this is likely going to be icing on the Spartans as it is with 15:28 to go in the first period. The FCC is dangerously close to repealing net neutrality. LSP and many other small businesses need net neutrality to deliver you, the customers, its clients, its viewers, the best possible product without interference from telecom companies. Visit www.gofccyourself.com now to submit a comment to the FCC, and be sure to write, email, call, tweet, Facebook your senators and congresspeople to urge them to take action. Tape-to-tape pass and a save by Grafe on the attempt by Noah Traylor, and this goes into the protective netting. Face off in the right wing circle, Anthony Marinello will take it for Belmont Hill. Brief wrestling match, and now the Spartans look to come away with it. Near side, behind the plate, it's a change. Gilo hits it wide left. Coming in off the bench is Bastian for LA. And now near side, it's Kazosian, my bad. Near side, Gunnar Fontaine for LA. Now give and go, and unable to handle that pass was Bastian, as it was another tape-to-tape play, but this time Hopkins didn't have to make the play. But turned back over to Fontaine. Fontaine with a shot from a tough angle and another save by Hopkins, his fourth of the first period. Advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Get your company's message on air or on localsportsproductions.com for as little as $25 per ad. Visit localsportsproductions.com/advertising or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. So that shot from the right point goes wide, and now back the other way come the Hillies. Trying to toss it off the boards is Hayes for Belmont Hill. Unsuccessful attempt to sweep it in front for Hayes. Hillies unable to keep it in the zone, and now weaving through traffic as Bavaro gets tied up, and Brian Antonelli takes it away. Turnover at the red line, but it comes back to Radokia at Belmont Hill. Radokia lofts it into the LA zone, and Belmont Hill will get a wholesale change. Near side, Cameron, no icing. LA setting up their offense, turnover in the slot, and now potential 3-on-2 here for the Hillies, but it's a little too slow to develop, and knocking it down with his glove is Connor. Matt Connor enters the zone, gets tangled up, no call, and backhanded out of the zone by Litchfield of Belmont Hill. DDD over to Gilo. Gilo trying to get it ahead for Sweeney. Turned over, and now Belmont Hill will set up their offense, but the pass in the slot intended for Parolo is knocked aside. And now Parolo will come back and play it over to Killeran. Back to Killeran. Holland, back to Killeran. Lost it in from center ice. And Holland will go off for a change. Big hit along the end boards, a shot from the point, and a save by Grafe. Shots are 4-2 in the early going in favor of the Spartans. Want LSP to tape or broadcast your team's games? Rates start just $100 per game. Also ask LSP about public address announcing or webcasting your next gaming tournament, wedding, concert, recital, school play, or other event. Visit localsportsproductions.com/services or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. Spartans looking to clear out. Having a hard time handling that puck. And knocked down in the Belmont zone by Kazosian. Big hit at the blue line. Another big hit laid by the Spartans. That one was laid by Jesse Pierce. Spartans not afraid to get physical, and now the Spartans have to tag up to avoid being offside. And we have a penalty here. And looks like it's going to be on Belmont Hill. It was called as a trip, and it's on John Copeland of Belmont Hill. Maybe I missed the play, but at 5:47, 2-minute power play here for the Spartans, and they win the faceoff. Braden Doyle. Left wing, it's Sweeney, now back to Doyle. Over to Moynihan to the right wing circle. Doyle waiting, now goes below the circle, hops off the stick of Fontaine, trying to keep the play alive, and now Belmont Hill's going to be able to clear it 200 feet. And right in on Grafe. Hillies will get a change. 30 seconds gone by on the penalty. LA re-enters the zone. Fontaine. Backhands to the right wing circle. Now they go out to the point. Cameron. Over to Bavaro. Back out to Cameron. Right wing circle. Shot! Wide right. Young. Goes to the right wing circle. Another chance in front, and that hopped off the stick of Sweeney. Now Bavaro back over to Young. Young cycles. Back to Bavaro. Takes the shot from the top of the slot. It tipped wide left as there's 50 seconds left on the power play. One-timer from the right point. Score! Jack Cameron roofs it on the power play, and it's 1-0 Spartans. Cameron's goal comes at 7:01 of the first period on the power play. And now the Spartans looking for more. Fontaine on the near side puts on the brakes. Looking for Colangelo in the slot, and back the other way come the Hillies on a 4-on-2. Shot off the pipe. And to the near side on the attempt by Brad Litchfield. Back the other way come the Spartans. Fontaine, and now this is paddled aside by Hopkins. Backhanded in deep where Radokia will play it. Radokia shovels it over to Brown. Now here comes Radokia all alone. Tries to get it through 3 defenders. Bounces off of Grafe. Spartans have it, reversing direction. Looking for Broderick. Back to Brian Antonelli. Spartans try to toss on the sideboard. Kept in at the point. Another save by Grafe. Hillies not phased by the early goal. They're trying to get back into it quickly. Into the slot for Marinello. And Grafe sprawls to cover this one up. You can follow LSP on the web at www.localsportsproductions.com, facebook.com/LSP37, Twitter, Patreon handle is LSP37, and subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel. Off the face-off win, this pass a little too strong for Parolo. Into the slot, Parolo hops off his stick and tosses it in off the sideboard. Belmont Hill has to tag up. Only 2 officials for this game, no linesmen. Good forecheck here by the Spartans, getting tagged down from behind. There's going to be a penalty here on the Hillies. That was Neil Shea, one-timer from the point, and this is going to be holding on Belmont Hill in the second power play of the game for the Spartans. First one was successful, as it was Jack Cameron with the roof shot from the right point, and now it'll be James Parolo going to the box for 2 minutes. And now what? Here's Cameron. One-timer from the left point this time, and it goes off the skate of Michael Brown of Belmont Hill. Back to Cameron. Right wing, it's Shea. Shea walking in, tries to center in the slot. And it's tipped aside as it enters the crease. Shea doing a lot of stick handling. One-timer over the crossbar by Cameron. Back out to the point, Bavaro. Bavaro, left wing, Young. Back out to Bavaro at the blue line. Cameron, it hops off his stick, and this will be backhanded out of the zone by Brian Antonelli. And Belmont Hill will get a much-needed change, so will the Spartans. Grafe playing it. Drops it back for Murphy Gilo. Fontaine. Good forecheck here by the Hillies, preventing the entry into the zone. Now it's chipped in deep to Hopkins behind his goal. Goes around the end boards, and a pass is whiffed by Moynihan, and that's going to kill off some more time for the Hillies. Grafe. 30 seconds left on the penalty. Fontaine can't connect with his pass in the slot, gets it back, however, the shot wide left and over the crossbar, over to Fontaine. 14 seconds left on the penalty. Nearly hops off the stick of Doyle, but the Spartans keep it alive. One-timer on the backhand pass, and it comes out back to Doyle, and another whistle. And it looks like the net came off its moorings. This is tough when you only have the two officials, possibly because of the weather delays. NEPSAC Boys Hockey on LSP is brought to you by Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. Considering an independent high school, log on to lawrenceacademy.info for complete information on their programs, and be sure to tour their beautiful campus with their new turf field complex. Belmont Hill wins the face-off. Fanning on the clearance attempt is Michael Brown. Penalty time is up, but LA still with possession in the Belmont Hill zone. And now Holland headmans it up to Duncan Grant. Grant can't handle it. Diagonal into the zone. It was tipped, no icing. Back to plate is Brown. 2-on-1 sandwich there along the end boards. Here to back it up is Ethan Zarek-Croak, and once again, Hopkins' net comes off its moorings with 6:29 to play in the first period. LSP's next broadcast is Thursday, December 14th at 7:10 p.m. when the Lawrence Academy Spartans host the Cushing Penguins in NEPSAC Boys Hockey action. Watch live at localsportsproductions.com/live and stream the game the next day at localsportsproductions.com/on-demand or the LSP YouTube channel, or buy a DVD of this or any past LSP video broadcast for just $15 a piece at localsportsproductions.com/store. Brown, one-timer over the crossbar, and looks like we're going to have a penalty as the Spartans play it, and there's going to be a high stick here. And not sure where that was. There's a little shoving here between Holland and Bavaro as Bavaro enters the box for a high stick at 11:53. Hillies win the faceoff. Over to John Copeland. Left wing circle. Perillo, one-timer off the stick in front. Traffic in the slot, thrown off the sideboards and cleared. Perillo will play it. And drop it off for the much taller Copeland. Copeland enters on the left side. Dumps it in deep. And sprawling to cover this one up before an opportunity can be created for the Hillies is Grafe with a $1:18 left on the power play and 5:25 left in the period. The LSP store is now open. Get yourself a DVD copy of any past LSP video broadcast. or even a bumper sticker featuring the LSP logo, LSP's mantra, freelance isn't free, or something I'm sure we all agree with, I wish Jack Edwards narrated my life. Visit localsportsproductions.com/store now. Brett Bliss walking into the circle, goes down low, back out to Bliss at the left point, 57 seconds left on the power play. Bliss looking for an opening, takes a shot wide right off the glass. And around the end boards, Brown will try to keep it in the zone, but he cannot. It comes all the way back to Bliss. Spartans go for a partial change. Brown. They break the forecheck. Now Bliss. Around the end boards over to Brian Antonelli. Antonelli goes out to the right point and Brown. Brown takes a shot and a save by Grafe. Can't corral it. And we're going to have another penalty, and this one's going to be on Belmont Hill. And it's going to be a hook, I believe. So that wipes out the last 28 seconds of the Belmont Hill power play. It'll be 4-on-4 for 28. And then the Spartans will be a man up for a minute and a half about. Third penalty of the game already on Belmont Hill. This one comes out at 13:25. It's on Michael Hayes for hooking. Grafe having a hard time sweeping it aside. It goes around the end boards. Played in by Perolo. 10 seconds left on the LA penalty. And now here come the Spartans. Going on the rush just as the penalty time is about to expire for them. Shot over the crossbar. And before I can get to Doyle, it's going to be Traylor. Traylor, the shot, and another save by Grafe. 7-6, the shots on goal in favor of LA with a $1:22 left on the power play and an offensive zone face-off shorthanded for Belmont Hill. Taking this face-off for Belmont Hill is Anthony Marinello. And the Spartans come away with it. Fontaine had a lot of speed but couldn't get the pass to connect with Colangelo. Now Colangelo goes out to the left point. Bavaro. Cameron nearly had it poked out of the zone. Colangelo. Bavaro. Now Colangelo back to Bavaro. The shot nearly tipped in, and it goes into the protective netting behind Hopkins' net. That was nearly tipped in there by James Broderick standing in front of the net. 53 seconds left on the power play and 3:27 left in the period. 1-0 our score on the one-timer power play goal by Jack Cameron. And this hops out of the zone, and LA's forced to tag up and is knocked down, at least temporarily, by Bavaro, but hopped off his glove, and now he has to recover. Enters the zone between two Belmont Hill defenders. Good block there by Brian Antonelli. And the puck goes into the protective netting. 26 seconds left on the power play. Well, I've seen some phenomenal saves from Hopkins, and that's a great block given up his body by Antonelli, but thankfully for Antonelli, he didn't pay the price too much and just bounced off his boot. Appears to be doing all right. Spartans win the face-off with 23 seconds left on the power play. Left wing, it's Young. Young puts on the brakes, tries to go out to the point, and Doyle instead goes back below the net to Sweeney. And now Moynihan. Doyle back to Moynihan. Right wing, it's Shea. Has it poked away. Goes back deep. 3 seconds left on the power play. Sweeney playing keep away. As the penalty time is up, we approach 2.5 to go in the period. Shea will play it. Gets smushed along the boards, no call. Spartans keep possession. It's Doyle. and ripped out of the air by Hopkins. A lot of physicality going on there as Hayes and Doyle getting smushed on the near side boards, and now Shea, and I believe that's a lot of hooting and hollering between Shea and Ryan McGuire, I believe that was. Is that McGuire or Killeran? Spartans win the faceoff, keep it in the zone along the blue line. Shot saved by Hopkins, went off his chest, sprawls and covers up. Speaking of Ryan McGuire, if that last name sounds familiar, it should, because he is the son of NBC Sports' Pierre McGuire. And Pierre, if you're watching the game, hope you're enjoying it. Sure, you'd be enjoying it more if Belmont Hill was in the lead, but hope you're enjoying the broadcast nonetheless. Bavaro and a whistle, and some face washing going on here between Bavaro and a Belmont Hill player. Can't make out who that is, and I realize my clock cam is kind of in the way of that shot. I apologize, so I'll fix that before the second period. Face off in the right wing circle. It'll be Marinello taking it for Belmont Hill. And the face-off will be won by the Spartans and Cameron. Comes all the way back to the Belmont Hill blue line as we approach a minute and a half to go in the period. Swept aside by Fontaine. Now here come the Spartans. Banging into the boards, falling down is Colangelo. Spartans keep possession. Hopkins pokes it aside. Bastian out to the blue line, and Doyle chips it in deep. Colangelo reverses direction for Fontaine in front, and shot was blocked. Bastian's attempt. Now shot from the right wing circle, and a save by Hopkins. Now another shot, and this one goes over the crossbar by Colangelo as we're under a minute to go in the first period. Bastian. Colangelo gets checked off the puck, and here comes Marinello. Marinello on a 4-on-2, but will instead toss off the side wall for a wholesale change for the Hillies with 38 seconds left. Turnover at the blue line to Grant. Spartans trying to get it back. They cannot. Killing some time here is Kazosian. And chipped in. That might have been from outside the blue line by Copeland. No icing call. A very physical first period. 4 penalties called, 3 of which are on Belmont Hill as we are about 10 seconds to go. Scrum along the near side wall. Shea comes away with it. LA trying to get maybe a last second goal here. 2 seconds, 1. Shea misses wide left, and that'll do it for the first period. And Shea and now Young and Trailer having some words. And that'll do it for first period. Only goal is a power play goal by Jack Cameron. That goal came at 7:01 of the first period. Shots unofficially were 9-6 in favor of Lawrence Academy. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back in about 15 minutes with the second period with your score. Lawrence Academy Spartans 1 and the Belmont Hill Hillies nothing. This is NEPSAC Boys Hockey on LSP. Welcome back to the second period of NEPSAC Boys Hockey on LSP. Sam Feely here with you. A little short of breath, hurrying back to my post. LA with a 1-0 lead as we get the second period underway. LA going left to right, navy blue. And a turnover as Belmont Hill comes right to left. They're going to tie this one and they score! Just 11 seconds in. Turnover at the blue line. And it's Brian Antonelli. Oh, wow, that was Brian Antonelli's first career goal with Belmont Hill. And it comes 11 seconds into the period. And on top of that, Belmont Hill is going to be on the power play immediately after. Shots were 16-9 in favor of LA, so my count was way off in the first period. Shot was blocked in front by Trailer's own teammate Fields, and that'll clear and kill some time on the penalty. 2-1 Drew Bavaro. Near side. Putting on the brakes is Perlo. Perlo looking for an opening, now goes to Trailer at the left wing, the shot wide right. And Perlo will have to come back and play it all the way in his own zone as Belmont Hill will go for a change. Perlo under the forecheck of Young. Off the sideboards looking for Brown. Big hit, once again, laid by the Spartans. That was Connor on Perlo. Now Perlo looking to give him the lead, and it goes off the side of the cage. Now in front, a save by Grafe. Puck still loose, comes out to the point, and Brown will settle it down with 22 seconds left on the penalty. Another shot from the slot, they score! It was the initial shot by Bliss, and it was tipped in by Michael Hayes. And in less than 2 minutes, Belmont Hill has taken a 2-1 lead. My apologies for not updating the score, Bug, but that's exactly what that play is supposed to do. A power play goal for the Hillies, and they lead 2-1. Slapped in from outside the blue line by Bavaro. Belmont Hill trying to clear. Turnover in the face-off circle, but it comes back to Radokia. Radokia along the end boards. Stood up at the blue line is Grant by Bavaro, but now here come the Hillies, but it comes all the way around to Cameron. Cameron will hit it off one of the heating ducts. 2:29 gone by here in the second period. The FCC is dangerously close to repealing net neutrality. LSP and every other small business in this country relies on net neutrality to deliver its customers, viewers, and clients the best possible product without interference from telecom companies. Visit www.gofccyourself.com to submit a comment to the FCC, and be sure to write, call, email, Facebook, and tweet your senators and congresspeople to urge them to take action. Doyle looking for an opening. Instead, throws it directly into the stick of Joe Gogan. And around the end boards, out of the reach of Sweeney. Dump back in deep. Doyle under duress from Gogan. Doyle to the near side, and Gilo. Gilo lays a hit, and Doyle will be forced back below his goal line to play it back to Gilo. Gilo only gets as far as center. Knocks down his man, and now to Shea. Shea trying to get around two defenders. Can't get past another one. And it comes back to Grafe. Grafe knocks it down. Gilo off the sideboards. Now some space at Sweeney. Tries to take a shot through traffic, and it's paddled aside by Hopkins. Young with support from Shea. Getting hit from behind by Antonelli. On the diagonal here come the Hillies. Good pass there, throwing the needle by Litchfield. Comes back, the shot saved by Grafe on the attempt by Traylor. Good hustle here by the Hillies to keep it in the zone, at least temporarily. Hit back towards center ice by Copeland. And now back to where Copeland will play it in his own zone. Moynihan hits it up ice. Back to play it is Copeland. Copeland reverses. And turned over at the blue line by Bastian, but he has a hard time keeping it in the zone. And Ella has to tag up, and they'll go for a change. Toss off the sideboards, and here come the Hillies. 2-on-2 from the blue line. A save by Grafe on the attempt by Bliss. Of course, that was the attempt by Andrew Holland. Want LSP to tape or broadcast your team's games? Rates start just at $100 per game. Also ask LSP about public address announcing or webcasting your next wedding, gaming, tournament, concert, recital, school play, or other event. Visit localsportsproductions.com/services or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information as Jesse Pierce hits that over the glass and out of play. Marinello to take this face-off against his number 12 counterpart, Pierce. Not anymore, as Ethan Zarek-Croak will come in, and he wins the face-off anyway. Chipped out of the zone all the way back to Bliss. Bliss trying to find a lane for Marinello. Marinello goes down and over to Bavaro. Bavaro can't handle the puck cleanly. Can't connect with Nick Cale. Battle along the boards, and we have a hand pass ruled. Advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Get your company's message on air or on localsportsproductions.com for as little as $25 per ad. Visit localsportsproductions.com/advertising or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. Off the sideboards, back to plate is Perillo, and to the opposite end, and now Perillo up the middle. Off the sideboards to Litchfield, redirected into the LA zone. Icing! Belmont Hill doesn't like the call, but they'll be brought back to their own zone. And Lawrence Academy stunned in the early going. 2 goals in the first minute 56 of this period give Belmont Hill a 2-1 lead. And we have a whistle. And face-off is going to be in the neutral zone. You can follow LSP on the web at www.localsportsproductions.com and Facebook, Twitter, and Patreon. The handle is LSP37. And subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel. Face-off in the neutral zone will be won by the Spartans. This is Doyle. Doyle along the end boards. Along the sideboards, rather. Under pressure from Copeland, they get it into the slot, and the tip goes wide right. Doyle gets it back, looking for someone up front in the far right corner. And lofted stays in play, and now maybe a chance here for Belmont Hill. The shot, saved by Grafe, the rebound, score! And Andrew Holland goes barreling into the referee after the celebration. Looks like the referee is okay. They apologized to him. It was completely incidental. And glad the referee sees it that way. As Andrew Holland picks up the goal, and it's 3 goals in the first 6:35 of the third period to give Belmont Hill a 3-1 lead. LA does not have an answer right now for Belmont Hill. Riggins will hammer it back in for Lawrence Academy, but unsuccessfully so. And now he has to come back and play it. Riggins over to Connor. Connor is in a handicap match here. Now he gets support from Riggins. Taken away by the Hillies. Good takeaway. A shot is saved by Grafe on the attempt by Holland, looking for his second. 10:06 to go in the second period. NEPSAC Boys Hockey on LSP is brought to you by Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. Considering an independent high school? Log on to lawrenceacademy.info for complete information on their programs, and be sure to tour their beautiful campus with their new turf field complex. Spartans win the face-off, but Drew Bavar having a hard time getting it out of his zone. Back to Cameron. Cameron going to the left wing, redirected in by Doyle. Chasing it down is Litchfield. And Litchfield lays waste to his man. Litchfield goes back to play to retrieve his stick. And not sure what the call was, but 3-1 our score. 3 goals in the first 6.5 of this period for Belmont Hill, and they're after LA took a 1-0 lead on a power play goal by Jack Cameron in the first period. First goal of this second period was the first career goal for Brian Antonelli, the senior, for Belmont Hill. Back to Cameron. Connects with Young, who redirects it in. Hopkins has had a far less busy period this period than he did in the first. Faced 16 shots and stopped 15 of them in the first. Tough angle shot is blocked. Fontaine tries to backhand it to Young. Kept in the zone by the Hillies, and around the end boards. Looking to play it is Grant. Grant battling Bavaro for the puck. And they're going to blow it dead. And this has been a physical game. It's been a chippy contest. There's been a lot of hooting and hollering, and referees with only 2 referees and no linesmen today. They're going to have their hands full trying to keep this one from getting out of hand as Grafe comes in to cover that one up, and leaping over him is Holland. LSP's next broadcast is Thursday, December 14th, when the Lawrence Academy Spartans host the Cushing Penguins in NEPSAC Boys Hockey action. Watch live at localsportsproductions.com/live and stream the game the next day at localsportsproductions.com/on-demand or on the LSP YouTube channel. Coverage starts at 7:10. p.m. that is. And now here come the Hillies. Good back check by Doyle, but the Hillies keep possession. Trying to get it in front, but it's blocked. Now out to the point. The shot off a body in front comes out to the top of the slot. Another shot off more bodies in front. Third attempt goes wide left. Belmont Hill smells blood and they want to put this one away. But this is going to be icing on the Spartans and they'll have an offensive zone faceoff. With 7:47 to go in the second period. Good crowd on hand despite the snowstorm. Playing Pokemon Go this morning and said extreme weather. Pokemon don't like to come out in this weather. Like not even ice types. You just released Generation 3. Come on. I want to catch me a Snorunt or a Spheal or something. Yeah, I play Pokemon Go and what? Fontaine trying to chase this one down against Antonelli. In front, redirected wide, and no call as taking a tumble there was Bastian. Out to Connor. Connor backhands it in from center ice, but knocked back to Connor. Connor tries to enter, and offside are the Spartans, and now some physicality between Connor and a couple of Belmont Hill players, and I wonder if there's going to be any penalties issued out of this. Trailer came in late and gave a little back bump. Face-off will be in the neutral zone. No penalties come of it. Connor can't get it past the blue line. Now rifles it in from outside the red line. No icing. I think Belmont Hill wanted icing there. Tossed off the side boards. And now here comes Belmont Hill. Fields gives it up, and the shot goes over the crossbar by Marinello, and he was not happy with how that one played out. You can see him frustrated there. Marinello chips it in from center, and some physicality behind the play between Shea and Marinello, and I think they're both going to the box. Excuse me, that wasn't Shea, that was Ethan Zarek Croak, who got bowled over. But Zarek Croak is going to go to the box, matching Roughing Miners. I've seen this song and dance many times. I have a feeling this could get out of hand in the third period, regardless of how this one plays out on the scoreboard. It looks like one of them is going to be a major, or are they both majors? Is this both 5 minutes? Oh, 4-on-4. I think it's, well, let's see. Croak's penalty is on the scoreboard, and there's Marinello's. So it's 4-on-4. Face off one by the Spartans, Cameron. Backhands it ahead for Shea. Shea turns it over to Holland. Holland around the end boards. Now chasing it down is Bavar. This is even strength, but no icing. Grafe thought that was icing. I could hear him barking at the official. Turnover, backhanded wide right. Can't connect with Shea. There to back it up is Bavaro. Now Bavaro goes to the left wing for Shea. Wide. Around the corner. Swinging a miss there by the Hillies. Trying to clear it out was Bliss. And here comes Belmont Hill. 2-on-2. Back check. Unsuccessful. Offside. As Kazosian was ahead of Radokia on that shot. 1:05 left on the Miners. And 5:49 left in the period. Face off in the neutral zone will be one by Belmont Hill. Wrapping around his fields. Has to go out to the point. Trailer. Wide left. Back to play is Gilo. Getting smushed is Doyle. Now in front. Backhand on the doorstep. Sealed shut by Grafe. All the way out to the left point. The shot is blocked by Colangelo, but the Spartans can't make a breakaway out of it. It comes back to Grafe. Grafe knocks it down for Doyle. Doyle. Turnover at the red line, but swept out of the zone by Gilo. Gets his legs taken out from under him by Perillo. 16 seconds left on the penalties. Backhanded and nobody was there. Gilo has to hurry. And he gets possession back for the Spartans over to Doyle. A good forecheck here by Hayes. Doyle only gets to this far center before the Hillies hit it back in. Doyle taken away by Trailer. Wide left. Fontaine backhands it for Shea. Shea gets stood up, no call. And on the diagonal, but too strong a pass, and it goes over to Moynihan. Moynihan lofts it into the LA bench with 4:16 to go in the second period. All of Belmont Hill's players, by the way, all of them except one is from Massachusetts, and that lone exception is Ryan McGuire, who, as I mentioned, is the son of NBC's Pierre McGuire. Pierre, hope you're still enjoying the broadcast. If you're enjoying the broadcast, you want to give a little recommendation to your higher-ups. I am looking for play-by-play work. Thanks. Ryan is from New Canaan, Connecticut. Spartans, on the other hand, have a lot more geographic diversity. They got mentioned Jack Cameron, the lone goal scorer for LA. He's from Halifax, Nova Scotia. Drew Bavaro is from Bradenton, Florida. One player we haven't called yet, Simeon Glusman, is from Prague. And faceoff's going to come to center ice, apparently. Nate Althoff, whose name we haven't called today, is a senior from Mercer Island, Washington, one of the West Coast lacrosse powers in high school. Also got Kerem Garofulin from Kazan, Russia, who's puck in front. Belmont Hill trying to get a shot off, stick lifted for Kazosian. Good back check here, but now the Spartans trying to break out. Unable to handle it is Sweeney. Off the side boards, Belmont Hill stays onside the shot. Kick save by Grafe. Copeland looks to get possession back, trying to get out to the point, turns it over to Connor. Connor can't connect with Young. Now chipped in from outside the circle by Grant. And the net did not fully come off its mooring, so no stoppage. Broderick will chip it in deep. Spartans go out for change, as we're under 3 minutes to play. Shot and a save by Grafe. 2:50 to go in the second period. Face-off won by the Spartans. They've been doing a good job winning the face-offs, but they haven't had the success on the scoreboard since the power play goal in the first by Cameron. Perillo. DDD pass over to Cameron. Cameron trying to connect on the outlet to Pierce. A little too strong. Diagonal over to Perillo. Backhands it. Chipped in from center ice. Change for the Hillies. Navarro. Head to Pierce. And now Cameron. Far side, it's Brown. Can't get a shot through. Diagonal, this could be icing, and it is. 1:37 to go in the second period. Second period that has been all Belmont Hill. 11 seconds in, it was the first career goal for Brian Antonelli, followed by goal by Michael Hayes. And a minute 56 of the period. Then at 6:35, it was Andrew Holland. Again, the Spartans win the face-off, but it comes back to the Hillies at the point. But Spartans trying to clear, and this nearly takes off a few heads in the Belmont Hill bench. Setting up in Gretzky's office is Gogwin. Out to the point, the shot. And off a body in front to the near corner as we approach a minute to go. Gogwin turns it over back to Colangelo, flips it out of the zone. The first period, it was the Hillies who couldn't get much of an offensive series going. This period, it's been the Spartans. Only difference is Belmont Hill got 3 goals out of their offensive sequences this period. LA only got 1 in the first. His 2-goal lead is what we have as we approach 30 seconds to go. LA's offside, they have to tag up. Didn't know if Sweeney recognized it for a minute. Now shot from just inside the circle, and Grafe covers up with Kazosian bearing in. 13.8 left in the period. Belmont Hill wins the face-off. Kazosian backhands it over to Cameron of LA. Now shot from the point. It's a couple sticks in front. Opposite side, Bavaro, 2 seconds and 1. And that will do it for period number 2. And Belmont Hill, well, a little more chirping here towards the end of the period as the teams skate off ice. But Belmont Hill, an explosive start to the second period. 3 goals in the first 6.5 minutes. Again, goals by Antonelli, his first career goal with Belmont Hill as a senior, no less. Antonelli, then Hayes, and then Holland. No goals in the period for LA. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back in about 15 minutes with the third period with your score from the Grant Rink at Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. Belmont Hill 3, Lawrence Academy 1. This is NEPSAC Boys Hockey on LSP. Welcome back to the third period of NEPSAC Boys Hockey on LSP. Sam Feely here with you from the Grant Rink at Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. Belmont Hill leading LA 3-1 after a 3-goal explosion in the second period by the Hillies, who scored all 3 goals in the span of about 6.5 minutes in the first period, including Brian Antonelli's first career goal with Belmont Hill. Team switch sides. Belmont Hill going left to right in the white jerseys with navy blue letters, numbers, and shoulders, and Lawrence Academy going right to left in the navy blue jerseys with the red abdomen stripe, white numbers, and the Spartan logo on their chests. And we're underway as the Spartans will chip it in from the red line, trying to claw back into this one. But a turnover will result in a rush here for the Hillies, which is quickly snuffed out. This is tossed off the side wall, and immediately we have our first icing of the period, just 25 seconds in. Lawrence Academy was the ISL Keller Division champions last year, eliminated in the quarterfinals by Roxbury. I did it again. Phillips Exeter, not Roxbury Latin. Belmont Hill was also eliminated in the quarterfinals of the Stuart Corkery bracket, as we have an injury behind the play after a big hit, as Shea is slow to get up, as Grafe paddles this shot aside. Shea will slowly get off the ice. Wholesale changes, in fact, for the Spartans. Good dodge there by Bliss. Big hit along the near side boards, and now we have another stoppage, and this is, well, it's not as bad as it could have been. We have a player on the on his knees face down. Let's see if we can make out who that is. And that would be Brian Antonelli, who scored the game-tying goal for Belmont Hill 11 seconds into the first period, and he is vertical, and that is always a good sign. Come off the ice for a little while, I would imagine, as Shea did the same. Face off in the neutral zone, won by Belmont Hill, back to Litchfield. On the diagonal from the red line by Perillo, and now around the end boards. Waiting for his Colangelo. Can't clear it out. Toss off the side boards. Here come the Spartans. Good dodge there. Now Fontaine. Gunnar Fontaine, sophomore from East Greenwich, Rhode Island. One-timer from the right point is missed wide by Connor. Lawrence Academy trying to play with a purpose here. Try to tie this game. They're down 2. Shot is blocked, but it gets through to Hopkins anyway. And now some what for there between Fontaine and Hayes, and also Bastian getting involved. Exactly 2 minutes gone by here in the third period. James Broderick says, you want this face-off so bad? You take it, says the official. Won by the Spartans. Shot from left point. Kick save by Hopkins, the defending first-team All-Keller Division goaltender. Now trying to get it in front, and the pass is blocked. Broderick trying to chase it down for LA, comes all the way outside the zone to Bavaro, hits it in as LA tags up. Over to Copeland. Copeland turns over the slot, the shot is saved by Hopkins! Well, he didn't have to make many of those saves in the second period after he did plenty of work in the first period. Now he tips another one aside. He is a Yale commit, and he's only a junior. Knocked in from just inside the blue line. Hopkins will tap it over to Brown. Fields can't get it out of the zone as the shot is blocked in front. Rebound attempt over the crossbar and to the near side. Copeland backhands it, not all the way out, kept in at the blue line. Shot by Shea, who's back on the ice. And a good block there by Marinello to force it to trickle wide. Young can't get it, and it'll be thrown 200 feet, and this will be icing on Belmont Hill with 14:36 to go in the third period. The FCC is dangerously close to repealing net neutrality. LSP and pretty much every other small business in the country relies on net neutrality to deliver its fans, customers, clients, and viewers the best possible product without interference from telecom companies. Visit www.gofccyourself.com to submit a comment to the FCC now. And be sure to write, call, email, Facebook, and tweet your senators and congresspeople to urge them to take action. Face-off won by the Spartans again. Shot ripped out of the air once again by Hopkins. Face-offs have not been a problem for the Spartans today. Just trying to solve Hopkins. In the second period, it was just trying to get an offensive set going. Starting to do that here in the third period again. This is basically what worked and led to their goal in the first period, but held scoreless in the second. Wide left, trying to chase it down here is Bliss. Bliss clears it out, tries to get the outlet pass to Traylor, but Shea has it. Shea gets inside the red line, now enters the zone, gets a hit by Bliss, and around the end boards, trying to play it is Cameron, taken away by Litchfield, now to center ice and out to the LA zone, where it'll be Bavaro playing it. Bavaro trying to get the outlet, connects! Shea walking in! He scores! Perfectly executed outlet pass from Bavaro to Shea, and it's a one-goal game, 3-2. You can't thread the needle any better than that. Goal comes at 4:07 of the third period, and we're back to a one-goal game, 3-2. Belmont Hill trying to answer. Here's Hayes. Gets squished along the end boards. Trying to get it in front. Too much traffic. And out to the Belmont Hill zone. No icing as that was hit down ice by Belmont Hill. Don't know what Hopkins was asking for. I know he's asking for an icing, but there's no way he's going to get it. And here comes Hayes. Hayes from the right wing circle. It's blocked, and it goes along the end boards. Lifted out of the zone. Copeland will play it. Copeland under pressure from behind by Bastian. Bastian falls to a knee. Off the side of the cage by Fontaine. Now Perullo. Perullo gets through traffic. We'll chip it in from just inside of the red line for a change as we're under 13 minutes to go in regulation. Tossed off the side wall. Reverse direction by Radokia. And now Goguen. Goguen over to Radokia. Radokia can't connect with the pass cleanly. And the Spartans will set up. Bavaro has the assist on the most recent LA goal. In fact, has 2 assists on the game. Had the assist on Cameron's goal on the power play in the first period. Turnaround pass in front, unsuccessful, and hit around the end boards to Broderick. Broderick on the diagonal, turned over at the red line. This is Goguen. Goguen goes to a knee. Goes to more than knee, goes down to his stomach, trying to play that one. And goes around the end boards to Moynihan. Moynihan can't control it. Battling with Grant. And now the Spartans try to chip along the far side wall. A little too strong. Now they'll go off for a change. Again, Hopkins looking for an icing call that was obviously not going to come. Off a Belmont Hill stick on the clearance attempt. Now forced back into their zone. Kept in at the blue line on the one-timer. Not nearly close to the goal. Now another one-timer saved by Hopkins, and he covers up as that puck had eyes from Gilo. Advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Get your company's message on air or on localsportsproductions.com for as little as $25 per ad. Visit localsportsproductions.com/advertising or email Sam at localsportsproductions.com for more information. Face-off will be Sweeney against Holland in the right wing circle, and the Hillies come away with it at least temporarily. Backhanded back towards the Belmont Hill blue line, and now the outlet pass redirected in by Young, no icing. Back to play it is Bliss to the near corner, and Shea. Reversing direction is Holland, out to the point. Waiting for it is Bavaro. Can't get a shot off, and now it's Hayes. Hayes the other way. Good swim move there by Kazosian, but he can't get a shot off. Now back the other way come the Spartans. Chipped in from center ice by Cameron as his man tries to squish him, but unsuccessfully so. That was Hayes, who was a much smaller man. Now turnover at the blue line, and this is going to be a tough sell, 1-on-2, but a kick save has to be made by Hopkins on the attempt by Bastian. Popped up in the air behind the goal. Colangelo can't control it. Gets it back to Fontaine. But now taken away by Radokia. Radokia looking for a lane and gets stood up in the face-off circle. Good check there by Connor of Lawrence Academy. A lot of physicality this game. You fear if Belmont Hill took a 3-goal lead, it would get even more physical and possibly get into a fisticuffs territory, which you would never want, but LA is back in it in a 1-goal game. Marinello. Now here come the Spartans. Lofton. Oh, that nearly took a rainbow arc into the goal by Pierce, and offside is the call on the Spartans. Want LSP to tape for broadcast your team's games? Rates start just $100 per game. Also ask LSP about public address announcing or webcasting your next wedding, gaming tournament, recital, concert, play, or other event. Visit localsportsproductions.com/services or email Sam at localsportsproductions.com for more information. Dangerous turnover in the slot, but Grant couldn't get a shot off, and it was paddled aside to the near side corner by Grafe. Out to the point in Litchfield as his shot blocked, and now here comes Nick Kale. Might have gotten slashed there, no call. Around the end boards, out to Litchfield, gets ridden into the boards. Now nearly thrown to his own teammate's skates by Traylor. Big hit along the end boards, and Traylor's a little slow to get up, but he appears to be okay, but he's not even going to bother for a stick. He's going to go off for a change as quickly as possible. So there is a stick on the ice that will remain in play until the next whistle. Unless they can clear it at the next opportunity. Official's going to pick it up. Well, he wants to play. That's a Belmont Hill stick, guys. Robbie Barker has to make sure that gets back to them. And a shot from left wing circle and a save by Grafe with 8:13 to go in regulation. You can follow Local Sports Productions on the web, localsportsproductions.com, Facebook, Twitter, and Patreon LSP37, and subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel. Face off in the left wing circle, battle for and eventually won by the Hillies, but it comes all the way out to center ice, and it'll have to be hit in from the red line by Perolo as Belmont Hill tags up. Now they're back on the attack. LA trying to clear. Comes back to the red line, and Bliss. Now Shea. Back to Bliss. Bliss throws it off the side wall and nearly barreled into the referee. That wouldn't be the first time that's happened this game. Happened on the third Belmont Hill goal when Holland celebrated too hard and barreled right into the referee after the goal. Shea off of Perolo, I believe. Prevented that from getting through. Shea trying to spring it free. There's Perolo and Holland for Belmont Hill. Shea's got it. Shea can't get the pass off as Perolo's there in front of him, and it's cleared by the Hillies, and this will be icing on Belmont Hill. With 7:06 to go in regulation, Belmont Hill hanging on to a 1-goal lead. NEPSAC Boys Hockey on LSP is brought to you by Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. Considering an independent high school, log on to lawrenceacademy.info for complete information on their programs, and be sure to tour their beautiful campus with their new turf field complex. Face off in the right wing circle. It looks like we have a timeout called. And I believe it's by Lawrence Academy. So, timeout with 7:06 to go. We'll take it with them. Belmont Hill 3, Lawrence Academy 2. This is NEPSAC Boys Hockey on LSP. Lawrence Academy with an offensive zone face-off in the right wing circle. The face-off is won by the Spartans. Goes in deep to Fontaine. Fontaine gets smushed and it comes around the end boards. Out to the left point. And taken away. Good block on the pass there by Kazosian. Now walking in. Tries to take a shot from that tough angle. Saved by Grafe. Wrap around. Nobody there. Good defense there by the Spartans. Navarro clears it up by Stefontaine. Hammered back out by the Hillies. Tossed off the side glass to Kazosian. And back to the Spartans. Here's Cameron. Takes a shot from outside the blue line, and a save has to be made by Hopkins. Toss off the sideboards. Up to Fontaine. Fontaine can't connect with Sweeney in the slot, and it's cleared back to the LA zone. Pass too strong for Fontaine. And here comes his number 13 counterpart, Goguen. Goguen gets smushed. 2-on-2 scrum in the far right corner. And now here come the Spartans. 2-on-1. The shot saved by Hopkins. Young was open, but it was all Sweeney on that shot. Maybe a little too selfish there, I don't know. Big hit laid there by Young, but this is going to draw a penalty. As Zephan Kraus, sophomore standing 5'8", 155 from West Barnstable, gives up his body there to take the boarding call. That is given to Tyler Young. And now a power play opportunity with 5:38 to go in regulation. And thankfully, Young isn't that much bigger than Kraus. He's 4 inches taller. He's 6 feet tall. 6 feet 190. Kraus is 5'8", 155. Shot for the left wing point. And nothing gets through. And now maybe a breakaway here on the short-handed opportunity. And a save by Hopkins on the attempt by Bastian. Didn't really get a clean shot on it, but back the other way comes Perollo. Perollo comes in for the left wing, the shot, and a save by Grafe. But back to the hit. Kraus, again, 5'8", 155. Young, 6 feet, 160. So not a huge size difference. I misspoke. I was looking at Bastian as 190, but good thing that Kraus didn't suffer a serious injury there. He got up quickly and got some props from his teammates for taking that hit and giving Belmont Hill a power play opportunity, which now has a $1:13 left on it, but now maybe a short-handed chance here to kill some clock along the near side corner. That would be Shea rather. Trying to dig it free is Kazosian. Good job by Shea to kill about 20 seconds of penalty time there, just smashing it against the near left corner. Great penalty kill thus far by the Spartans. And now here come the Hillies. Fontaine tried to barrel through Holland, but it just bounced off each other. No serious injuries, nobody going down or anything. And a great sliding stop by Perollo to prevent that shorthanded breakaway chance for Sweeney. Usually you see those kind of blocks being made on shots. That could have, I've never seen that good a block on a outlet pass like that before. 11 seconds left on the penalty. Out to Perollo. Perollo looking for a lane. Gives it up. Copeland. Rebound! And Grafe holds his ground. Penalty time is up. Back to 5-on-5. Copeland from the right wing goes around the corner. Now here's Fontaine, who's been on the ice for a long time. Takes a shot from a tough angle and a save by Hopkins. 3:23 to go. All the way back to the LA zone where Cameron will play it. Cameron, behind his own goal line, goes along the end boards to Bavaro. Bavaro looking for an opening to clear. Hillies trying to set up the offense. Want to get a goal here to potentially put this one away, but a shot, and it's ripped out of the air by Grafe with 3:03 to go. LSP's next broadcast is Thursday, December 14th at 7:10 p.m. when the Lawrence Academy Spartans host the Cushing Penguins in NEPSAC boys hockey action. Watch live at localsportsproductions.com/live, then stream the game the next day at localsportsproductions.com/on-demand or on the LSP YouTube channel, and buy a DVD of this or any past LSP video broadcast for $15 a copy at localsportsproductions.com/store. No high stick play call here on Young as he forces the puck back to Brown. Brown gives it up one-timer from the point off a couple of sticks in front. Shea tries to toss it in front, hits it off the side of the cage, and now maybe a 2-on-1 here for the Hillies, but it comes right back to Cameron. He'll throw it off the side wall. Cameron went face first into the glass, but he's okay. Lawrence Academy looking for an offensive setup to potentially pull the goalie, but they're not going to get it here. So the Hillies have it. Grafe still in his net. Now here's Goguen. Approach 2 minutes to go. Chance in the slot, the shot, wide left. Good job by Gilo to check his man off the puck. Spartans looking for a clean offensive transition, but that won't be provided by Fontaine. He's been on the ice a long, long time. And this is going to be icing on Belmont Hill, and with 1:39 left, that'll produce an offensive zone face-off for the Spartans. And we're waiting to see if Grafe will come off the ice. He's inching towards the bench. Not yet, says Robbie Barker. By the way, the LSP store is now open. Get yourself a DVD copy of any past LSP video broadcast or a bumper sticker of the LSP logo. LSP's mantra of freelance isn't free. or express your desire for any one of many sports announcers to narrate your life, such as Jack Edwards or the inimitable Bill Walton. Visit localsportsproductions.com/store after the game. So that was Lawrence Academy's timeout. My bad. It was Belmont Hill who took the timeout earlier, but now both teams have used their timeout, so the graphic is right. $1:39 to go in the third period. We'll take a timeout. Belmont Hill 3, LA 2. This is NEPSAC Boys Hockey on LSP. All right, 1:39 to go. Goalie has been pulled. 6 skaters against 5 for the Spartans in this offensive zone face-off in the left wing circle. Sweeney against Holland. And some chopping here against Fontaine on the right wing, and now Shea's going to be forced into this circle. Face-off is won by Shea. Gets it back to Bavaro to the left wing. Cameron over to Bavaro, keeps it in on the blue line, nearly went offside. Shea out to Bavaro. Bavaro through traffic, trickles in on Hopkins, and he makes the save. A little slow to get up is Sweeney as he got smushed there by Holland. And a little shoving here. .116 left. Again, 6 against 5. Goalie pulled for LA. Shea trying to wrap around in front. Kept in at the point by Bavaro. Bavaro goes to the right wing, and Shea takes a shot from a tough angle. Around the corner. One-timers! And that might have hit a stick in front on the attempt by Cameron, looking for a second. Cameron whips on it, and it goes outside the blue line. LA has to tag up to play it as Fields. Comes back to Radokia, wide. Under a minute to go. Here's Shea. Gets it into the zone. Holland's first there for Lawrence Academy. Colangelo tries to get it in front. Kept it at the blue line. Offside! As it just went over the blue line off the stick of Bavaro. That'll force the face-off into the neutral zone with 26 seconds left. Again, 6 skaters against 5. Face-off will be won by the Spartans. Brought in by Cameron. Turn around! And it's a goal from about 180 feet by Noah Trailer on the clearance. And with 15.8 seconds left, Belmont Hill will clinch their second straight victory. That was just a desperation clear by Trailer, and he got it in anyway. Would have been happy just with an icing in that situation, but instead it's the game-clinching goal for Belmont Hill. The game-winning goal ends up being the one by Andrew Holland. 8 seconds. Here's Fontaine bearing in. His shot is blocked. And that will do it. Belmont Hill, after being shut out 2-0 and 6-0 in their first 2 games of the season, comes back with a win on the road against Lawrence Academy, the defending Keller Division champions. And they even their record at 2-2, while Lawrence Academy falls to 1-2. And now both these teams will enter the holiday break with 2 tournaments, including Lawrence Academy hosting the annual Lawrence Groton Holiday Classic, along with the Groton School next week, and we'll have 2 of those games from that tournament here on LSP next week, including next Thursday at 7:10 p.m. between LA and Cushing. Meanwhile, Belmont Hill will be going to a tournament in Lawrenceville, New Jersey, and then hosting their own tournament after Christmas. And then Lawrence Academy, after the Lawrence Groton tournament, will be heading out to Cushing for a tournament out there hosted by the Penguins. So with that said, this has been a presentation of Local Sports Production serving Greater Boston student-athletes since 2011. Copyright 2017, unauthorized redistribution of any portion of this broadcast without the express written permission of Local Sports Productions is strictly prohibited. NEPSAC Boys Hockey on LSP has been brought to you by Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. Considering an independent high school, log on to lawrenceacademy.info for complete information on their programs, and be sure to tour their beautiful campus with their new turf field complex. And be sure to follow LSP on the web, localsportsproductions.com, Facebook, Twitter, and Patreon, LSP37, and subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel. And remember, you can buy a DVD of this game later tonight and anytime after for $15 a copy, localsportsproductions.com/store. LSP's next broadcast, as I mentioned, next Thursday, 7:10 p.m., Lawrence Academy versus Cushing boys hockey action. Watch live at localsportsproductions.com/live, then stream the game the next day at localsportsproductions.com/on-demand or on the LSP YouTube channel, or buy a DVD of the game at localsportsproductions.com/store. Enough talking. For Zamir Primus, my cameraman, my name is Sam Feely from the Grant Rink at Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. Final score, Belmont Hill 4, LA 2. Thanks for tuning in.